Welcome to the Maiden Early and Reading Art and Design and Photography department, where you will find many people experimenting, exploring, researching, designing and creating their own ideas. You may be doing this in the classroom, and if you're doing photography, you may also be doing this in one of the computer rooms. So what is the difference between art and design and photography? Art follows the AQA assessment criteria, and for this you'll be expected to produce a portfolio of work. This will be about 60% of your grade, and within that portfolio there should be 2 to 3 units of work. You have to have 2 units of work, one kind of larger project and the other a slightly smaller project. This larger project tends to be done in year 11 and the smaller project will be done in year 10. Any supporting work that you do in year 9 and 10 can be included, and actually, as an example, this year will be taken into account because there has been a lack of work in year 11. So the 60% grade can be taken up from work from 9 to 11, even though we tend to look at the work that has been produced in year 11 because that tends to be the better quality work. There will be an exam that takes place from January until April, and that is a preparation period where students will be given a question by AQA and they will have to respond to it in their own way through their ability to research, experiment, observe and record images, and then create a final outcome. They will get given 10 hours of exam time under exam conditions where they will work to create a piece or pieces of work that support that exam and go into completing it. This isn't necessarily a final piece, but quite often it does end up being a final outcome. The portfolio, as I've mentioned, is created between years 9 and 11, but year 9 is solely focused on doing skills-based workshops, so that could be painting, drawing, textiles, 3D printing and photography. These are all skills that we want our students to build and feel confident with, and so that they feel that when they come to do their own independent projects from year 10 onwards, that they can explore a range of materials and techniques that are relevant to their own ideas. As I've mentioned, the exam is from January to April, and there's a 10-hour exam. And art is multidiscipline, so students do need to show an example of not just drawing, but they have to have an example of at least 2 of the different mediums that I've listed on this screen. Hopefully that clears up art for you. I'm now going to talk about photography because it is slightly different. They mentioned photography has some similarities to art and design. It follows the AQA assessment criteria. The portfolio and exam are the same percentages and very much set up in the same way. We create it from year 9 to 11. With year 9, you'll find that students will spend a little bit more time learning about photography, so perhaps those technical skills using cameras and also the history of photography and the different styles of photography. That should then be able to feed into their individual project work that they do in year 10 and 11. They also spend some time learning how to do digital photography and manipulating that on the computer through the use of Photoshop. And then they also learn kind of more artistic skills, so physical experimentation, which might be collaging, drawing, potentially painting over photographs. So although it is separate to art, we do like to bring art elements into it because we think it creates more interesting and dynamic images. Photography will be split between the computer rooms in the school and also the art rooms, so students will have one lesson in each room. This allows students to do written work and digital work on the computers and upload their images, but also gives them time to explore the experimental side of the photography as well. It also gives them opportunities when in the classrooms to do some photography work using the school cameras. We have digital DSLRs which we use with the students, and students are also encouraged to use their own phone as well. A big part of photography is taking photos at home in your own time, so students will be expected to do photo shoots for homework. This might be going and taking pictures of landscapes or still life objects that you might have in your house, or doing portraiture projects. But this will be very much dependent on what students decide they would like to focus on when they come to doing their own projects. Once again, the exam will be at the end of an exam period that starts in January, finishes in April. It will be a 10-hour exam where students could be doing anything from editing their images, doing some physical manipulation, or they could even be doing maybe a video or animation. So there's a wide range of things that they can be doing. It's very much self-directed, but guided by teachers. Hopefully you have enjoyed looking at our work for both art and photography, and it gives you a little bit of an idea as to what to expect when you want to create your own portfolio. Thank you for your time. Good day.